What's going on, everybody? It's Spartan, or that Ginger Quartermaster, here today with another video. And today's video is going to be focused on the footwear used by the United States Marine Corps and United States Army during the Vietnam conflict. As always with my videos, the caveat is that this is not going to be a complete, comprehensive breakdown of every single piece of footwear used. It's more so going to be the more widely issued and widely seen pairs of footwear used by both of the branches I specified. So to jump right into it, when the Vietnam War first started in 1955, we didn't have what we now know as the jungle boot. That just wasn't a thing. The nylon and the nylon canvas and leather boot. That just wasn't a thing. What there was full leather boots. So the most commonly used boots you see are what you would call jump boots, or Capricorns, I believe they're called, or you would see McNamara's, or what they're called is black leather combat boots, or the more rare M1951 boot. So all these boots were leather. And what they really came to find out was that the leather just couldn't handle the jungle's harsh climate and harsh humidity, and these boots ended up falling apart. And they couldn't keep up with supply, so they started developing a new type of jungle boot that we all now know as the jungle boot. So they had what was called the first pattern jungle boot, which looked very similar to what is referred to as the second pattern jungle boot. But the first pattern jungle boot had, unlike the second, had a leather band here instead of this canvas band. And again, they found out that over time the leather would crack and break, and it usually made the boot kind of useless. And again, it was just a pain in the butt to keep resupplying and everything during a war zone. So they quickly, about maybe a year, not even a year later, they started developing these, which is the second pattern. Not much really is different between the second pattern and the first pattern, other than, as I stated, the leather band here. And that's pretty much it. It's the same type of boot, leather and nylon, and there. And both of the boots, both have Vibram soles. And that's pretty much it with these. The second patterns, you'd see them being used in 64, 65, and even into 66. About around 66 is when you start seeing the third pattern jungle boots come in, which are the most common and widely seen boots used in the war. Unlike the second patterns, the only difference in design is the addition of this ankle support here via this nylon strap, or whatever you want to call it, nylon reinforcement. Again, there's not really much difference because the design really works and it's really pretty much flawless. Still retains the Vibram sole. Okay, and that's pretty much it with these. I mean, there's not too much to go into. I can go into all the minutes and everything like that, but you pretty much get it. There's other people who've gone into it and broken down everything down to like the molecular level. These are the boots that, for the 99% of kits, 99% of impressions, these are the ones you're going to want, because again, these go from 66 on. These were used by the Army, the Navy, the Marines. Pretty much everybody used a set of third pattern Vibrams and wore them. I will go back to the leather boots for a second now. Now, the leather boot, I only have one example of leather boots on hand. I will try to insert some pictures of the other two. Forgive my bad editing. I'm still getting used to this new software. But anyway, besides the point, this right here is a more rare boot to see because it was only used by the Marine Corps, and it was issued in 51, hence M51. Now, these boots were issued all the way up until around 1965, when you start seeing the second and third pattern boots started taking over. But the Marine Corps is the Marine Corps, and they will always use the existing supply of what they have. So you see a lot of guys coming from stateside from training in 64 and 65 wearing these and wearing them up, and even till 66, until they basically fell apart and they were forced to get a pair of third patterns. Now, the biggest thing to look for on these M51s, again, this is a Marine Corps exclusive pair of footwear. They have no eyelets, but they have these lace catches, brass lace catches that go up. Okay. The McNamara's and the jump boots have eyelets like this, where you would lace them through, just like the jungle boots. So, and then the addition of the McNamara's almost look very similar to these. They have a different sole. This particular pair has been resold, so don't use this as an example to get a pair for yourself. But the McNamaras look pretty similar. There's a couple differences. Again, I'll try and post up a picture. And the jump boots look almost identical to the McNamaras, but they have like a leather reinforcement for the toe. Again, I'm going to put some pictures in there. But when it comes to the McNamaras, they were used alongside the M51 boots by the Marine Corps and the Army. And then the Army also used the jump boots. The jump boots are predominantly an Army-only piece of footwear. You see those being used in 64 and 65, like LZ X-Ray, or I believe at the Battle of Long Tan. That right there, they had a lot of guys wearing the jump boots, but they were quickly replaced again by jungle boots as soon as they can get their hands on them. So with that being said, that's pretty much a short, fast, quick and sweet guide to the footwear used by the U.S. military during the Vietnam conflict. If you have any questions, drop a comment. If you have any requests or anything, just drop a comment. I love seeing the comments. I try to react to all of you. I try to, reply to all of you. So thank you again for watching. So drop a like, comment, subscribe, all that YouTuber stuff. I gotta say it, but it really does mean a lot to me. And I'll see you guys later. Good day.